do you mean? Oh, we're all traveling separately. Shooby dooby doo. Dooby dooby doo. Just like that. Just me and the doggo again. 2 gil, let's go!
Finished. There. Northreach. The soldiers used to speak of a brothel. But that was north of the checkpoint. I hope that Dame has friends in the south.
Doesn't seem far away. I thought I don't know. I don't know if it was smaller than I think it is. Or than it seems. Or maybe it's bigger than I think it is. I just feel like the world's kind of small. Getting more experience from that than that one little fight than I did the side quest. Just exploring. Side quests. They're just there. They're for completionist. I don't even think there's any need for them. They're not like... They're really silly little quests with a bit of dialogue, to be honest with you. But I'm not saying they're terrible, they're just kind of there. I'm not disliking doing them. There's no sense of chore with them, but you're not missing anything. It's just me liking to complete everything along the way. Just how I play the game. You could probably skip all the side quests because they don't seem that important. None of the side quests had screened, wow, there was a unique fight in this to me yet. So this is just going to connect to Lost Ark. You can go up here through there if you wanted to. They're better than the ones in Final Fantasy 15. But they're just kind of there. There's no purpose to them, at least from what I've seen yet. I mean, there's probably a trophy of completing them all, or something like that. But I've not looked at the list, I don't know yet. But like, I'm guessing there is. But reality being, no, I don't think there's any purpose to side quests in this game, they're just kind of there. I think it's there just to add gameplay to the game for people who just want to enjoy the game and not rush through, I guess. I feel like they're rushing through. So where are these doggos? Yeah, it definitely has expanded the game's lore a bit. Like the one where Clive just helped those two newcomers. It's something that he probably never would have done before because he's not really a people person. Like, he's not used to talking to people. So him trying to open up and connect to people was kind of interesting for me.
Oh, and a chine of roast ant.
How about a plum for the apple of your eye?
A what?
Keep your hands to yourself. No one will buy anything that's been sour by
Welcome, good.
I heard that.
Do you see anything you like?
No, you guys got nothing that I'm interested in anymore since I have better stuff.
Come back again.
Are you gonna buy something or not?
Let me guess, I can't go further.
Not another step, branded, or you'll be spending the night.
With the right to confiscate any objects forbidden by the throne.
How much for this one?
Spices from the faraway deserts of Dalmatia.
Keep your hands to yourself. No one will buy anything that's been sour by a brand.
You're definitely getting there at some point. Oh, we need to get to the Vale. they all saw these words get burned.
Each one is handcrafted from the fine.
A moment, my lady.
A moment? I doubt you could afford even that much of my time. Branded.
My mistake.
No, mine. Upon reflection, you don't have the scent of a branded about you. The flowers. Otto always did know how to please me. More than Sid ever did anyway. Do you think you could please me, Clive?
You're the dame.
Let us leave such impersonal titles to my less preferred clientele. You can call me Isabel. Otto assured me I could trust you. I can trust you, can't I?
You can trust me, yes, but why would you?
Help you? Because that's what we do. Long ago, Sid did me a kindness when no one else would. I have never forgotten that. Without it, I would not be where I am today. And so, I make it a point to do the same whenever possible. Which brings us here. To the final obstacle between you.
Honestly, Sid could have his own prequel game from what I'm hearing. The amount of stories that Sid, like, the amount of stuff that Sid has done in his previous life, you could have a literal prequel game of Sid and all the people he's helped along the way, and all these characters could show up, and now it all formed into it. Kind of interesting that he's like got more to him than anyone else.
And whatever it is you seek in the holy capital. I fear the guards are not likely to let a masterless bearer pass unmolested. Unless...
Unless.
Unless, of course, his master deigned to appear. Yes, that will do nicely. But I shall expect a favor in return.
Wait, what?
Like his brain right now. I was like, what's going on, man?
However do they get that colour?
However do they get that colour?
Fruit's not getting any fresher.
What the hell are you doing?
Tut tut. We cannot have people thinking I tolerate disobedience from my branded.
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are. But it's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want. Just play along.
Madame, back to the Vale already?
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
And who might this be?
Why, my new escort. The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
Oi, hold up. Another fucking branded. Well, you're lucky you're with the dame. Now get out of my sight. Filth.
My sword has different things to say, I'm afraid, buddy.
That
Welcome back,
wasn't so
Sid.
bad.
Good to see you, man.
Wasn't so bad. They might have recognized me.
But they didn't. And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything about it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers. We have an arrangement, as do you and I. Now, if you'd care to follow me, we can speak more at the Vale.
Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
The day done then. Drinks and the Vale.
How about the Vale, then drinks?
I am enjoying the game, yeah. It's only been interesting.
Hotter, you bleeding shit-a-bed bearer!
Alright, dude.
It's not been half a moon since Bellinger's tour, and they'd have us march again.
That's what we signed up.
Oh, here we go. Here's the view. Check out the view. Enjoy the mother crystal while it stands, because we're going to destroy that, apparently. Oh my goodness, there's a whole area. Also a shop randomly over in the corner. Random shop. I like that water reflection with the sun though, by the way. Oh, there's something up there. That's because I left this town. We'll cross this part of the game when we get to it. Like,
Think I might see you tonight?
And if anyone requests her company, tell them she is feeling unwell.
Madame, you look stunning.
As do you, my dear.
Shall I have one of the girls draw a bath?
That won't be necessary. Clive, my darling. Welcome to the Vale.
it looks a bit different to the Vale from Game of Thrones, am I right? There's no big like hole that drops down to the sky or anything like, you know. Yeah.
Thank you for seeing me through the gates, my lady. I am in your debt.
Well, that was the whole point, wasn't it? And I told you, it's Isabel. Whatever wound you so tight, I wonder. It's certainly not Sid's influence.
You, mentioned a favor. What is it you'd have me do? I don't want to keep my companions waiting.
If you mean Sid and the girl, you needn't worry. They have yet to reach the checkpoint. Yes, Otto asked me to help them as well.
They're not even
But
here.
to answer your question, I need you to find someone for me. One of my girls. Tatienne has been gone for several days now, having left no word of explanation. And I began to fear the worst.
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people. No, I can't say I'm any good at it.
I trust
Oh, we've
you'll
done a
do
plenty
your
of side
best.
quests with them.
Oh, and take this.
The moon and stars from Isabel.
Proof of that trust. And hopefully enough to keep prying eyes from looking too closely at that handsome face of yours. Now, I have matters to attend to at the Iron Flagon. If you find anything, ask for me there.
Hey, yeah, darling.
I should probably start here.
You wear the dame's brooch. She must trust you.
Enough to have me look for one of your colleagues. A woman by the name of Tatienne.
She's still missing then. Oh, if only I'd comforted her.
You saw her before she disappeared.
The day before, she was in tears. She'd lost her comb, a gift from the dame. It wasn't anything fancy, but you could tell it meant the world to her. You see, Tatienne was an orphan, and she looked upon the dame as a mother, as do we all.
So she was upset.
And I didn't lend her my shoulder. But perhaps someone else did. Tatienne shared a room. Her chambermaid may have seen something. She's over there, sitting by the pond.
Thank you. Let's see what her chambermaid can tell us then.
So you're the new escort the girls have been talking about. And you've already been sent off on an errand, eh? Poor boy. You'll be knackered before the real work begins later on tonight.
I'm told you share a bedchamber with Tatienne. Did she
Just brush
say
over
anything
it.
to you before?
Before she went
So, he's
missing.
so innocent.
Only that she needed to meet with someone. She did mention a name, but I know exactly who she meant.
You do?
Lad from the garrison. Annoying little shit. Spent every guil he earned on Tatienne, and picked fights with anyone else who tried to buy her time. Followed her around like a lost puppy. Tatienne was flattered at first, but it didn't take long for her to get scared. She thought about saying something. But the dame was so proud of her for how much she was bringing in, and she didn't want to let her down.
This man from the garrison. Did you ever see him?
Of course I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times. Slimy sod's got a scar over one eye. Claims he got it in battle.
You've been very helpful.
Don't let him get away with this. Find him, and you'll find her.
A man from the garrison. Seems a trip to the barracks is in order.
I'm sure that's gonna be a good idea, having being a branded and all. There's like 3 side quests here as well. Fabulous.
Excuse me, you there? The gentleman with the sword? I cannot help but notice you bear the moon and stars. So you are an associate of the dame's? Might I trouble you for some assistance?
I feel like these are just
Reward,
padding
of
out the game,
course.
being honest.
And who exactly would I be
Three
assisting?
missing persons.
Oh, forgive me. I am Etienne, a humble merchant, though fortunate enough to count the dame among my acquaintances. I have business beyond these walls, but the guards have grown somewhat suspicious of my comings and goings of late. I was hoping someone might be kind enough to go in my stead. And who better than someone in the employ of the Vale's proprietress? Would you be willing to help a fellow in his hour
Really
of
now?
need?
Sure, why not?
Why not?
Marvelous. The task is simple enough. Pass through the gate and deliver packages to a few of my most valued clients. There are 3 in total: a grocer, an apothecary, and a distiller. You need only mention that the items...
Nothing dangerous,
Why, of course not. Merely trifles, which folk and, though strongly...
Sounds exciting, buddy.
The markets are a veritable...
doobie doo. Doobie doo.
Heard the bones fell favourably. To the Vale, then, is it?
What do you think? Nothing like it.
I don't know how a bearer came by the moon and stars, but thank goodness I found you. Can I trust you to be discreet?
About what?
About this. About what I wish to ask of you. About the fact that I, a humble creature, assist the Dame of the Vale in her endeavors.
A humble
as unlikely
creature.
as it may seem, there are those within the upper echelons of
So
Sambra
modest.
society who find the Empire's treatment of bearers to be barbaric.
All right. But what do you want from me?
This town is carried upon the backs of its bearers, and yet many would see their servants starve. Not for the want of coin, simple fare cost little more than a pittance, but to revel in the suffering of others, a simple act of cruelty. Contemptible though it is, my countrymen would sooner cut off their noses to spite their faces than see their bearers fed. And despite my best attempts at secrecy, my efforts to dole out comestibles have been noticed. Which brings me to my request.
Give them all their food.
The brand upon your cheek affords you a certain freedom. A freedom I could sorely use.
Fine.
Really?
What do you need me to do?
Oh, thank you.
It's
An
my
extra meal may not
thought
seem
every
like
single
much,
time one of these people
but
asks
it
me
will
that.
make all the difference. Here, deliver these, but keep them hidden. Quickly now.
I'll have to deliver the food quest.
What
Let's
food I can provide goes where the need is greatest. And today that happens to be the barracks.
Well, that's
3
weird.
bearers, overworked and underfed.
It's no wonder
Alright. Sorry, we're just gonna. I get the point. They're not important. They're important to the story, I would.
Crystal's curse is bad enough. We can't let people starve as well.
Sergeant's got it in for us two. As if either of us needs to brush up on our swordcraft. Where's your commanding officer branded? Don't you know the training grounds are for real soldiers?
Hey, you lost or something? Sorry, but the Imperial Guard's got no use for your kind. The infantry always needs more bodies, though.
I'm just passing through.
I don't bloody believe it. The bastard's wearing the moon and stars.
That'll be why he's strutting about like he owns the place.
The Dane laughed when we offered her our protection. You reckon this prick's really worth a couple of the Emperor's finest?
Here we go.
I dare say there's ways of finding out. How about it, Branded? Care to show us how you earned that brooch?
I'd rather not.
Oh, no doubt. Only chivalrous souls that we are, Robin and I need to know the dame's being properly looked after.
Fine. If it'll put your mind at ease.
That's good.
Oh.
They're gonna be like, we lost to a Brandon. We are laughing. Stop.
So you know, I won't be holding back. I suggest you don't either.
Oh, I believe
Take
me,
a
I
moment
won't.
to get ready if you need it. Wouldn't want you whining about an unfair fight.
It's your funeral, Papagas.
Now,
If that's what you want.
cocky bastard. Oh. Oh, and when you go crying to your mistress, tell her it was Leon who gave you the pounding. Use all the dirty tricks you want, Brandon.
Hey, when are you gonna fight Batman?
Alright. So you know one end of a block.
That's enough.
Fall to the likes of you.
Hello?
Stay.
Oh. Not so cocky now, is he?
Fuck me.
What the hell are you playing at, Leon? Ah, so it's a real challenge he wants, is it?
Should have pulled me together.
Fine. Sword up, bearer. Let's have some fun, shall we?
Is he going to be the same?
Oh,
here we go.
Favour anyway.
Here we go again.
I went to hold my tongue for a start.
Wow, you guys are so tough. Jeez. Rip Bozo.
Potential. I'll give you that.
Potential? You're standing here and getting clobbered by me. The little flying beetles outside do more damage than you. I thought it was game over, guys. I thought I was gonna lose. I thought game over was actually I love how they kept spat talking all over. Can I go now?
Gregor's gas. The bastard didn't even break a sweat.
The dame's man or no, he's still a branded.
All right, we'll call it a draw.
Never hears about this.
Yeah, not after the bollocking he gave us
I
for
can
missing
unpause you,
drills. Might be the old sod had a point.
I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, good bloody riddance. At least we know the dame's in safe hands, I suppose.
Do us a favour. If you have to tell the dame about this, tell her we got a good few hits in, eh?
No, I'll tell her that you literally did no damage to me. You spent most. You did more. You were in the air more than you were on the ground. But you know, minor details. Am I right, boys?
The Emperor's finest, thrashed by a branded. The sergeant may be a surly bastard, but he had our number, right? Extra drills it is, then.
Yeah, on second thought, maybe don't mention this to the dame. We wouldn't want you getting into trouble for brawling now, will we?
Are you waiting for it to heal on its own? Hurry up!
Looks like now's not the time.
All right. That guy can just starve for longer then. All right, cool.
You look like you need a rest.
Hey, lady, guess what?
Not half as much as I need this. Thank you. I daren't eat it here, though. Not where anyone might see.
Has it always been this bad?
Oh, it was worse before the Chamberlain. I'd be dead without him. Me and many others.
That's something at least.
It's starting to feel more Final Fantasy like now with the whole like, almost like we're trying to help all these people in this situation. We're going to destroy the crystals to kind of save the world from its curse and kind of stuff like that. The planet's dying because you're using up all because this stuff like this exists. That kind of stuff. And I think it's because he's become more of a hero, more of the main. Or rather, Clive is more of a main character now. Like before, he was just like, all I know is killing this, killing that. Now he's like more of a character. Like I'll be honest, Clive at the start was kind of dull, but that's not his fault. He's supposed to be like that. Like he's got really interesting. Didn't like grow into it and become more humanized again. Like because he's been 13 years of like just revenge keeping and going kind of thing.
I have something for you.
From the Chamberlain. Thank you. You need to leave. Now. Please.
Branded! Who told you to rest? Stoke those damn flames! And you, if you've got a message for me, out with it. If not, return to your post.
I mean, this guy literally could like I could stomp on this guy. Look at him compared to me.
Get out of my forge. If I'd wanted another bear, I would have sent for one. You branded are nothing but a nuisance. It's a lot here.
All right then, let her go. You do your work yourself. Come on, buddy.
That's the day done then. Drinks.
Don't think I haven't got my eye on you, Branded.
We've the right to confiscate any objects.
Come, treat yourself.
Fresh fish, hauled from the Sea of Grace this...
I warn you now, I don't sell to your kind. Whether you have the coin or not.
They'll be rude to me.
Where's your master anyway?
And then they'll see the seal.
Etienne sent me.
Didn't know he had his own bearer. Business must be booming. All right, quickly now, before the guards notice. That is no burden off my back. And this is for Etienne.
All this for a drink.
The side quests are really ramped
Not
up.
just any drink. The very best. Specially distilled for my most discerning customers. The guards find that, they'll seize it before you can blink. You keep it well hidden, all right?
Cheers.
If Etienne likes it, tell him there's more where that came from. For a price, of course.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course. Of course!
With reds, whites, ales, meads, cider.
No one's allowed through the gate.
Are you gonna buy something or not?
You say these are all from Dalmekia?
There's nothing here for your kind, Branded. Go on now, shoot.
Have you seen
I
my
have a
sword?
delivery from Etienne. Fresh from the master's table.
Why didn't you say so? Times are hard, but this here'll make 'em less so. For a while, at least. Sorry about the welcome. I meant nothing by it. You wait right here.
You meant everything by it. You were like, oh. You were like, shoot. Meant nothing by it.
Here. You can tell Etienne I'm a man of my word.
Perfume.
It feels like Etienne's kind of like the,
Oriflamme's finest.
I kind of regret
Just
picking
as
a text
promised.
now. I think it's just because I talked more than one of them too, but kind of like, dirty dealings or shady dealings.
beards from the west.
I have no business with...
Or is actually doing good things.
Well, I have
and
business with you.
I can't think. There's like a
Package.
person that's like the
Fresh from the
middleman.
master's table.
I do not know you. Where is the merchant, Etienne?
Somewhere the gate guards won't be paying him or his affairs any mind.
It benefits them all.
Fine. Hand over the goods and be gone.
Then they see it's money. They're like, oh, actually.
This is lighter than usual. Branded, if I discover you have played me false...
I can always take it back.
You will do no such thing. Your master should cut out your insolent tongue. Had you been the tool of any other man, I would see you clapped in chains.
You wouldn't get very far.
Take it and get out of my
I'll be
sight.
like, Ivridge!
Cigars. Those cigars are worth more than your life. Do be careful.
Cigars, huh?
Perfume, cigars, and spirits. Someone has expensive tastes. The question is, how can they afford to maintain them? I suppose there's only one way to find out.
You go in Yorkshire AP. Yeah, I like all the accents in the game. Well, yeah. I like that they're all like the accent and the localizations have done extremely well in this game. The voice acting in general is just amazing in this game, to be quite honest with you. They've done a phenomenal job of the game.
Well then, I suppose you're
Ah,
They really
you have
like pulled in
returned.
medieval Northern England. For
I
sure.
believe these are yours.
As their research for an area.
Delightful. The dame will be pleased.
You don't say. And would she be pleased to learn what you had
What
to
makes
exchange for those
What
items?
makes you hate the voice acting?
You mean
out
the
of curiosity?
crystals? No need to be coy, my boy.
Why not just tell me in the first place?
An honest man wears deception like shackles about his ankles. I couldn't risk you stumbling under the gaze of the guards. After all, we both know the punishment for dealing in unsanctioned crystals, even such morsels as I provide. And if you don't know what this day's work may have cost you, then, well, I dare say you'll sleep all the better for it. Despite the risk, our friends beyond the wall gladly give their finest and most treasured wares for the paltry crumbs I trade in.
I didn't realize crystals were so scarce here.
As scarce as chocobo teeth, hence the thriving market for even the scantest fragments. Do you think it vulgar that I profit from the hardship of others?
I think you're doing what you believe is necessary.
Yeah, indeed. And I don't doubt the dame would agree. A reward for a job well done. I have the goods I was commissioned to gather, and the guards are none the wiser.
Interesting
I thank
concept,
you.
though.
As will our mutual friend when she hears of how you have aided me.
Profit without paying tax, kind of thing for those soldiers. I get it. I've not watched The Witcher, so I can't comment on that. But there's a lot of inspiration clearly come from things like Game of Thrones, which is where a lot of you pretty much like North, like Winterfell and all that kind of like use a similar accent.
I'm happy to see my trust in you was not misplaced. The dame will
It's definitely like there's definitely like certain parts of the game have more northern accent and stuff as well than certain other areas of it. So like up here is more of like northern accent, and like when you go to different places, it kind of differs a bit. The continuity is really good. If you're talking about Clive himself, and his voice does dip in and out, interestingly. Sometimes he goes high pitched, sometimes he goes, "I am Batman."
Enough! Curse you! Get away from me! You'll work faster next time if you know what's good for you!
But they're all English. Everyone's got English names. It doesn't surprise me at all.
It looks like you need
Clive,
it.
Jill, Joshua. Like I said, medieval England.
The Chamberlain must have sent you, but alas, my work is far from over.
There's someone in this game called Bernard. Come on.
If I don't go now, they'll beat me.
Clive is the lead. Clive is quite
Need to
normal.
rest.
The rest of the names.
But I won't.
We've got actual Bernard in
Wounds
the
to
game.
heal and bones to mend.
And what of your own hurts?
They'll wait. As will my hunger. Thank you, though.
It's nice to have a Final Fantasy, I guess, with more
Drover has
traditional
more
names.
regard for his cattle than the Empire does its bearers. Anyway, I'd better head to the Vale.
Hey, I'll tell you right now. Clive, far more interesting character than Noctis. Fight me. Well, it's about the name of the font. I don't think it's that funny for it to be the hero's name, to be honest.
I haven't seen you around
It's
the
like
Vale of late.
that's like going, Cloud is a funny name. What kind of guy walks around with a name called Cloud? But we won't say anything about Cloud because it's Cloud Strife, right? Like, I don't know. Cloud's not a very heroic name. If you think about it, it's just a cloud in the sky.
Oh, don't tell me you've grown tired of us.
Actually, it makes perfect sense. The names, all the names are all like, what's the word I'm trying to think of? What's the word I'm trying to think of? It fits into the period or the setting that the world's in. You know, like medieval in kind of England. Like everyone's kind of where's the I don't think I've put anything up here. Isabel, that kind of stuff.
The garrisons are being called back to the capital.
Final Fantasy 1 didn't have names. They just had classes. You named them. But Final Fantasy 1 didn't really have much of a story.
All right. Are you here for business or pleasure?
Business, though not my own. The Chamberlain put me to work delivering food.
Ah, so he found someone to help him then. Just as well. I hear his friends back at court have been taking a little too much interest in him of late.
So he really is a Chamberlain.
There was a time when he was the Vale's most illustrious customer. Us girls thought of him as a generous uncle. He was one of the only people round here who seemed bothered by the way the Empire treats its bearers.
Rare for one in his position.
A fact not wasted on the dame. A little nudge from her is all it took, and he became the patron saint of Northreach's starving masses. My sisters and I may have lost an uncle, but bearers are being fed for a change, so we don't grumble. Much.
Glad to hear it.
Much.
Gives you faith, though, doesn't it? To know there are people out there like him. And you, for that matter. It's no wonder the dame's got a soft spot for you.
I better be going.
Awkward. A man of the people. Hey, yeah, he always was a man of the people. Good old Clive. Right. Oh, we did all the quests. Right, well, moving on. Hot tea.
The markets are up.
You're one of the dames, I see.
Right. That was all the quests here, right? Alright.
It's not been half a moon since Belen's tour, and they'd have us march again.
Cynical soldier.
Heard the bones fell favourably.
I'm looking for a man with a scar over his eye.
Looking for a man? Does this look like a brothel, Branded? Fuck off.
Hold your tongue. He wears the dame's brooch. One word from him and the Vale's doors will be barred to us for good.
There's only one man in the garrison with a dodgy eye. His name's Yannick. I haven't seen him around lately, though.
On account of him being in Moor. Yeah, Yannick left a few days back. Said he had dealings with a merchant there.
The dame thanks you. Moor is the last village on the road to Oriflamme. I should let
He had
Isabel
more of
know
a
where I'm
Cockney
headed.
accent, that guy. His accent was more Cockney than normal, you know. That guy was close to a Cockney accent. The way he swore that.
Clive, tell me you bear good tidings.
That remains to be seen.
Why?
Oh, Tatienne, you could have told me.
This Yannick. The soldiers I spoke to believe he's in the village of Moor. According to them, he claimed to have some business with a merchant there. Though that wouldn't explain his continued absence.
And you plan on traveling to Moor to ascertain the truth?
Isn't that what you want?
Oh, it is, but I fear sending you there may cause more harm than good. The people of Moor are rather set in their ways. You'll find they have little love for bearers. and they will not hesitate to report
I think it's because he
one
knows he
such
can't
as
do
you
anything
to the
about it yet.
constabulary. There is a man in Moor who owes me a favor. More than one, in fact. His name is Bertrand, and he works at the stables. Tell him I sent you.
I shall return as soon as I find something.
Like, Clive's not stupid. One, he's had this branded tattoo. He's been branded for 13 years, right? But he's not stupid either. Like, so he knows that picking fights with these people, talking to him like that, it's just, he knows it's redundant. It's not really like gonna get him anywhere.
You're one of the dames, I see.
He's only just started showing emotion anyway, so I think he's kind of one of the I'll get to the heart of the problem kind of thing rather than. To these people, it's a convenience of these branded, like, it's not. You could say it's not their fault that they're them treating these branded people because it's the society they live in, right? I'm just talking about in this world, in this setting, right? Like, but like things like this, to change it will take time and like massive uprisings and stuff like that. So I'm sure that that's probably where the game's going, to bring about equality to the people that are suffering. They've really done a good job of like trying to show the suffering to those who have been branded, and in how hard it sucks, because like a lot of them are born with the power and then branded. Whereas in his case, he was force branded because they're hiding the fact that he's basically a duke's son, right? But yeah, he's also been in a leadership role, so he knows what, you know. He probably knows that it's really not like these people's fault in their own way, but. Besides, snapping back at these people is only going to cause more trouble for the other branded as well.
Oriflamme, how many bearers suffer to keep your granaries full?
Get rid of the wheat! Get it! You bloody eyes. What's in here, you?
That's enough for today, Branded.
How are you guys okay? There's walls over there. I wonder what's over there. Oh, there's 2 more side quests over it, bro. Are we forcing it a bit now, game?
Up, a lot of you. There's still work to be done.
What's the eerie noises? I don't really know. It's the part of the music.
Here, now!
Benoit.
You're late. What kept you?
Late for what?
Did they tell you nothing? A wild beast is savaging my boy!
And you're just standing here!
Well, don't just stand there gawping. Rescue him!
No one orders me around. People leave.
All right. Where is he?
My. I see they've sent me a branded with a spine for a change. He's over that way, towards the coast.
Ooh, Ulbark. Interesting name for a quest.
For someone whose son's in mortal danger, he didn't seem all that worried.
That's why I'm not rushing over
Something's
there.
not right here. I need to be careful.
Ooh, ooh.
Have you seen my Chloe?
Your
I
what?
let her out of her pen while I did my chores, but she hasn't come back
Down,
yet.
down, 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 down,
I think she's
down, down,
lost.
down, 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 down.
Please, can you help me look for her?
I can't promise I'll find her, but I'll try. Describe her to me.
She's beautiful white hair. She lets me stroke her when I'm sad. She's ever such a good girl. So quiet and kind. And she likes walking in the wheat. I know the fields are big, but she's never got lost before. Oh, she must be starving too. She hasn't eaten anything since...
In that case, let's not keep her waiting. That's a lot of field to search. With a little luck, someone might have seen her. You work these fields?
It's an interesting theme to use it.
A branded. And an outsider at that, judging by the lack of manners. Why should I help you, eh? You tell me that.
Because a girl from the village asked me to find her pet. Chloe. Have you seen her?
Chloe, is it? Oh, little Lisette's plaything. Last I saw, the filthy creature was sniffing about the windmill. That girl's old enough to know she should tie her pet up when she's finished playing with it.
The windmill.
Which
Off
one?
with you now. I won't have idle branded underfoot.
I mean, there's two windmills, but okay.
Chloe.
Pogo.
More brown than white. You're not Chloe, are you, girl? Is that someone napping on the job?
Doesn't look like napping.
I hope they don't mind the interruption.
I don't think they're napping, Clive.
The crystal's curse.
Ah.
Chloe, I was calling you. Didn't you hear me?
Chloe's her.
What?
Branded.
Get up now. You've slept long enough. It's time to go home. Chloe? Why did you already turn into a rock? I only made you do a bit of magic. You knew you were my favourite. None of the other Chloes had pretty hair. It could be months before Dad gives me another one. I have to wait until they're too tired to work anymore.
Is that all she was to you? A plaything? Do you really not care that she's dead?
She's not dead. She's a rock.
That? The crystal's curse? That's just how she died. And now she's gone forever. Giving another bearer her name won't change that.
No, don't say that.
It's true. And without that brand, she would have been just another girl. Somebody's daughter. Just like you.
Dad said bearers don't have parents.
It's not the kid's fault, it's the parents' fault.
Parents that give them away. Families they'll never see again. But you became Chloe's family when you took her in. Remember that. And remember
He's
her.
being a little mean to the girl. Like, look. It's not like the girl knew any better. Her parents brought her up this way. These people are set in their way. Like, I'm not saying that it's right, and we definitely feel sorry, but it's not the girl's fault. Like, she's just been, the way she's been brought up. She's clearly a bit spoiled, you know.
I'm so sorry, Chloe.
And then now she feels remorse. So there you go. I'm willing to bet the people that own this farm are like think they're like the lay of the land kind of people. This game really does put a grim reality on real issues, to be honest with you. I mean, it's really good, done really well. But they do a phenomenal job of putting like a really grim. There's a lot of dark. There's a lot of this story in this is extremely dark, and the world in it is extremely dark.
Imperial Watchtower.
They do a great job of it.
Should be well stocked.